The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Rip left.
11, man.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
21.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
12.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 46.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check. Hot. Hey, seam 6.
48.
White.
Twist. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey,
Smooth.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
But things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Silver.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Safety screaming. Check 3.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Here
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right there, 54 Mike.
We got it. Check. Clock, kill. Drop. 26.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Go, get out there.
We're scoreless after 1. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
47.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Tackle.
Good.
Mike 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
26. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
There we go.
Mike 5-4. Watch the curve.
26.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
Hey, we're going to 54, right here. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Everybody, kill. 26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. We go 46. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Elliott running right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Kill. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Come to my work. We won. Come to my work. Kill.
26. On first down, it's Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal.
Mark 54. They can't hang with us. 26.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
21.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Here's
65, 65.
At the 23-yard line.
Check 26, X3, 218, chopper. Hey, gun. Go.
On second and a couple. Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for and it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. No.
They'll run with Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard. From the 6 to the 5.
Richard Sherman on the tackle.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Undercrush.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was